the most common questions that I get from my clients and ladies in my Facebook group are about food swaps. So a lot of times I'll share a recipe or a meal plan and they'll say, you know what, I can't actually have that due to food sensitivities, or maybe I don't like it, or my family doesn't like it, my husband won't eat it, my kids won't eat it. What could I swap it out with? And so I want to make sure that you have a kind of a tool belt of things that you can do healthy food swaps. So when it comes to something that people don't like, it might be a little bit trickier because you know your family best and you're just going to have to get really creative in finding things that work for them. But when it comes to food swaps for eating preferences, like maybe you just always want to avoid dairy, or you want to avoid processed foods, or you want to avoid eggs. There's a lot of times when clients will come to me saying, look, I just can't have this. And so I have a blog where I'm going to share with you a couple of the simplest food swaps that you can start trying out if there's something that your family can't eat or doesn't want to eat or doesn't like eating. So whether that is butter or milk or whipped cream or eggs or whatever that is for your family, come on over to this blog and see if there's something that works for you. Once you start learning simple food swaps, you can get a little bit more creative in your kitchen, get a little bit more creative with your recipes. And when you find a new recipe that you're like, oh, I love this, I'd like to try it, but I can't eat it because of this one thing, you will know how to swap that out on your own so that you can make the decisions you need for your family. Once you have these ideas and swapping and cooking and prepping and making sure you have the pantry full of the basics on hand, you'll be able to make some of these choices as well. So for example, if you can't or don't want to have eggs, then you could actually do flaxseed oil or chia seeds. There's different things that you can mix up with water that can be a replacement in your baking. If it's something that you are looking at a breakfast recipe of like a stir fry with eggs, there's definitely things you can swap out or just avoid it altogether. So whether you have a food allergy, whether you have dislikes, I want you to head over to this blog and just get some inspiration going. We're not going to cover all of them in there, but it's going to get your mind going and thinking of things that maybe you could try that work for your family. So click the link that I'm going to give you here with this video. Read through, let me know which ones you feel like could work for you. Maybe you have a food swap that does work for your family and you can share it with us that will inspire others to try it. There's a comments box at the bottom of the blog. Go ahead and pop it in there so that we can all learn and try out some new things as well. So click the link, head on over, and I will see you over there.